sky was burning, the clouds red with twisted fire, lightning moving across them, and they descended upon everything, like a furious battle between God and Satan, good and evil, like a fire vortex.
All right. Good.
All right, guys, we are back with another SGL post-season matchup. I am Toad Death, and joined with me today, I believe first time commentating. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but we have Overtime Saint. Welcome to the booth.
Well, it's all good, but it is actually, in fact, my second official time
Whoa. Okay.
commentating. Don't worry. But first time for the playoffs, and what a playoff we have, right? What a consolation tourney we have as well in this matchup. Steel Army versus EC Defiance. So Des, you have anything you want to bring up right now?
Yeah, I mean this is one of those matchups that we had not too long ago. Steel Army and EC Defiance played late on in the regular season. I think it was like week 10 or 11 or something like that. And Steel Army was the victor, sending EC Defiance down to their winless spiral. They did not pull out with a single win, and Steel Army kind of kickstarted their late season charge, or not kickstarted, but it was part of it, as they made a pretty desperate charge up the table. It didn't pay off. They didn't get into the playoffs, but here we are in a consolation tournament, and they look to be one of the favorites for sure.
I mean, exactly. You did bring that up. Their form has been, well, it did come up a bit too late. Is still on at this moment. With this form, I do see them as quite a dangerous threat. I was a victim of that dangerous form and everything. But yes, they are quite the formidable team to go against.
Yeah, definitely. Maz, I think we're going to playoff bracket, if I have that one right. Or constellation tape. So sorry, constellation tournament table. So it's not a bracket. That's all the cool kids. Cool kids get brackets. Consolation kids get like another season. So we're doing another round robin. Here it is up on the screen. We're not too far in, so if you've missed any games, they're up on Twitch. You can watch them now, and or you can just join us. You can just watch with us right now. It's fine. Last week we had EC Blue square off, and they got full marks, full points against Los Verdes. I think that was a complete sweep. Yeah, 0 points for Los Verdes means that is a complete sweep for EC Blue. Pretty competent and confident win from, again, one of those challenging teams. You're expecting to see EC Blue up there. You're expecting to see Steel Army. And of course, you're expecting to see KC Cauldron. What are they even doing here in the Consolation Tournament? We'll never know. I'll never know. But it was a rough season for them, and they look to be the heavy favorites, at least in the Consolation Tournament. So if you're going to cheer for an underdog, Casey is probably out of your mind.
Yeah, exactly. After all, watching that game between Cauldron and EM, and that was actually the first game I do believe I was commentating, and just shouting Serrano so many times. If I could just, if a player of that caliber is just available for that team, I can easily just see them topping the Consolation Tournament quite easily.
Yeah, no doubt. And remember, we have not too different rules for this tournament as it was. Well, I say tournament. It's technically a tournament, as it was for the regular season. In this tournament round robin format, we've got best of 5 for all of our matches until we get to the grand final. So every team's going to get an opportunity to play every other team once, collect as many points as you can. Top 2 teams are going to be squaring off in the grand final for this Constellation Tournament, and that final will be a best of 7. So tiebreaker scenarios, as a reminder, it's very similar to regular season, but head-to-head is going to be the first one, and then we're going to do games won percentage, and then initial seeding. So I'm hoping it won't get to any iffy tiebreakers, but if it does, head-to-head is going to be the major one. I remember in regular season, that was what was killing us with the locals, is the head-to-head with the locals. We lost that match, and I didn't think there was any way we were going to get ahead of them. Luckily for us, we did, but that's enough self-pats on my back. All right.
Good. Well, yeah. Well, that just means that every single match, you just have to be on top of it. You got to lock in, bang in them goals, and just secure the top. That's all really needs to be said, honestly, in this sort of format.
Yeah, we've got a couple minutes. I think we can quickly breeze over to the playoff bracket. real quick before we get started, if you're just joining us in the stream, we're going to get started in a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Basically, when 7 o'clock my time hits, whatever time you're in, top of the hour, we're going to get started as soon as we can. Here we go. The winners tournament here. In the winners bracket, we had El Matador up against Rebellion. I expected this one to be pretty close. It was not. I'm sure you had some insight on this one. Why was this such a blowout?
Which was it? It was the second to last.
This is top left here. Rebellion and El Matador.
Oh god, I swear, was it that? I think that was the one where there was a connection. I forgot, honestly. Maybe I was busy. Maybe I wasn't. But either ways, EM, they're just they're EM. They're a beautiful team. They just do their own thing, right? And sometimes you'll have like real things. You'll have like new up and coming stars doing quite beautiful things as emergence of a bunch of new players. Sometimes it just doesn't work out, which is why I am on the commentary booth right now. So that's all that matters, right? So
yeah, for sure. I mean, so that was an exciting game if you like just lopsided, one-sided messes.
Wait. I see. Besides that, okay, go on.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, please do yourself a favor. Go back to the stream. Look at Black Army versus Timbers Army. A thrilling, exciting game. Took us all the way to Game 7. And ultimately, Timbers Army takes it to square off against the locals in round 2. So quickly, we've got Emerald City RC up against a very, very superpowered El Matador. We've got Timbers Army, a surprise upset against the locals, who were in the number 1 spot for almost the entire season. The losers of those 2 matches are going to be heading down to the losers bracket and playing Black Army or the Rebellion. So there's a lot of the postseason to go, but one game that we still have to go is going to be the game that we have tonight. I'm not sure if everyone's in the lobby, if we're all ready to go or not, but I know there's a few people in there waiting for us. Green Mario's in here. Birdman is in here. Nose is in here. So we've got all of EC Defiance. Looks like we're just waiting on Steel Army.
You know what I'm waiting on? For someone to bet on Emerald City, because I could have made a killing right there. Either ways.
You know what? Okay, what could have made you a killing was betting on Seattle versus LAFC. I mean, underdog story. If we're going to talk about real life MLS stuff, that was absolutely nuts. Just now, we had LA Galaxy take down Minnesota. 6 goals in one game. I
see.
Mean, that's off topic for Rocket League, but good gracious, 6 goals is kind of ridiculous.
I bet. See, we're waiting for people.
I think it's just Steel Army. We're just waiting on Debit. They might be waiting on a third player here. Okay, I'm assuming Debit's not one of them. But as soon as the third gets here, we'll get going on our prime match of the evening. I'm excited. There's so many people here in the comments. We've got Luis, who loves chatting. We've got Maz. He's always here. There's this guy.
Speaking of Luis, I now recall why I don't remember much of the match. Remember when I was telling you about like the little issue and everything?
Yeah.
It basically the first 2 matches I was just not able to see. So basically I have to take Luis's word for it. I think they probably scored a couple, like probably 10 goals, 50 goals in that one match, for all I know. So honestly, that match could have went anyway, but the last 2 matches were pretty lovely. That's all I have to say.
It was one side, but
which
is so odd. The Rebellion, really, really great team. I love to watch them play. They're such a well lubricated, team-oriented play style. I think it's really enjoyable. But
I would have won the oil machine, but that too.
El Matador, no mercy at all. We've got Valiant Cabaret. Is that French? His message was deleted. Their message. Playboy Farty is in here. Normac 2K3. Toad Death. Shout out that guy. Is that everybody? Oh, we've got Nose. Nose, what are you doing tonight? Don't you have a game? Yeah, he's in the lobby. What's going on?
Short smells quite harsh. I would say those are fighting words, honestly, from Luis.
Yep. I think that's everybody in chat.
Yeah.
If I didn't get you in chat, get over it. All right. couple more minutes, I'm hoping, until we get our Steel Army team in here. I don't think Defiance would go the way of a forfeit. I think they've got some honor. I think they'd rather play this one out and wait.
I see.
But we are pretty far away from any sort of forfeit. I think technically it's 15 minutes past is when a forfeit is on the table.
The good old classroom teacher rule. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
If your teacher's not here, technically you don't need to listen, and the money you wasted on tuition doesn't matter. So
Exactly.
I never understood that one. If you're paying, don't you want your teacher to show up? Anyway.
I mean, yeah, you gotta do your job, Very like, but just do your job,
Yeah, you got to get your shift at Chick-fil-A. So
Also, I bet it based on a coin flip, so like, I'm only losing at this point.
yeah.
I gotta stop betting on the coin flips.
Oh, Maz has some good insight here. We've got Black Army will go up against one of either ECRC or El Matador. So the loser of that ECRC EM game that's going to come one day. I don't know when we're playing. I don't know. Soon, hopefully. The loser of that will go up against Black Army. And the Rebellion is going to go up against either Locals or Timbers Army. You would expect it to be Timbers Army. Again, Timbers Army is coming in as the heavy underdog. But man, if they can pull an upset like they did against Black Army, then yeah, anything's really possible. So definitely don't count them out. 5 minutes passed. Thank you for staying with us in the stream. You can keep yourself occupied if you need to go get a bite. This is a good time before the game starts.
Maybe for all we know, Steel Army right now in the locker room still just going over plans, just getting all the time needed to discuss what's the strategy and how to overcome Defiance. Anything is possible. Who knows?
I think I choose to believe that they just hit the smelling salts too hard and they're trying to shake them before the game.
Maybe they're like trying to stack the effect of smelling sauce, and they're just going at it. They're probably down to the last couple at this point.
I think so. I think that's the only rational explanation right now. I don't think Debit's usually late, so this is pretty strange. I'm hoping they get their third pretty soon. Playboy Farty, great name by the way. Sorry, he's already calling out it's a forfeit. I don't think we're there yet.
Whoa, wait, hold up. I hear people walking out of the locker room right now.
Whoa. Oh my gosh. Engines revving. That's crazy. Okay, it looks like Debit's here. We expected that. Bear Blitz and Red 4. So this is kind of that lineup that we're used to as we're loading in. Steel Army loaded in first. That's crazy. EC Defiance picking up their controllers.
All right. Let's see.
We are in game 1 of, I guess, match 1, week 1 for a lot of these teams.
Yes.
Bird takes to the skies. I always have to say that. I think it's funny.
Of course.
It's not funny anymore after you've said it so many times, but
Green
I
Mario
think I gotta say it. Good save by Bear, who I think has improved a lot.
Yeah. Someone called the second coming of Debit even.
Yeah, I've heard Debit 2.0 has been thrown around a little bit. Some people say better than Debit.
I mean, this will be a great match to showcase that indeed.
I think it will. Ooh, ball across. Debit 1.0. Sorry guys, if for any confusion. Red 4 going back to net, leaving that for Bear, and Bear 2.0 getting it done. Spin a bit of a back and forth. Yeah. Not much is going on. Pass into the middle to nobody. Bird over to, again, nobody. So pass is not connecting. Oh my gosh! Defender's not connecting.
Wow! What a read, or some would say, what a smell from Nose. Lovely. I should not use that word often, but lovely striking nonetheless.
Oh my gosh! I was just praising Bear, but I think what happened was he got a little overzealous, tried to play that one, and he tipped it away from Red 4 at the last moment. So bit of a miscommunication, which is rare, which is super, super rare for the Steel Army team, because I think they're all like related or something. Is Red 4 part of this familiar relationship? That was a
Oh,
crazy touch. Holy cow. If anyone was there to follow, that's an instant goal.
and
Oh, speaking of instant goal,
wow,
there's Red 4.
the
Holy
reply.
cow.
Amazing.
Bird just gets 50'd, and Green Mario's there. He's in the area, but a wall clearance. I mean, come on. I failed a wall clearance.
And we have kickoff again.
Every series I fail a wall clearance, I feel. Debit, probably the most technical in the lot.
Oh,
Done! Good grief! Beautiful.
Debit or credit?
from his
Debit
brother.
said all of it. Beautiful.
Off the sidewall. Oh my gosh, no chance for Bird. I don't even know if Bird thought there was a double that was possible from that angle. He was just rooted in the middle of the net.
Oh,
Good save from Nose. Yeah, after a minute of not much happening, we had a flurry of 3 goals back to back to back.
this must have been the Steel Army game plan when they were like just taking their time. It must have been.
The smelling salts coming in clutch so far.
Nose sifting that one out again, and I will not stop saying that in regards to Nose.
As you should. Okay. Oh,
Mario
Green
jumped.
Mario, question mark, over the top. Great pass. Better save. Bear. Kind of making up for his first defensive lap.
Oh, and our
Murder.
first murder right now. Fernanda out for blood. Or oil, I guess, in this case.
I think oil would, yeah, that's the...
Yeah. That is proper terminology, yes.
Yeah.
Indeed. Let's see, can Bear blitz down the field and
Yeah,
And it
I liked
flew
the play
over.
though. It was a good pass to his brother, just not the
Yeah.
contact up at once. Birdnana has time, has space. Doesn't really have the control. I think that one kind of got away from him. Debit for Red
a
4.
bit scary.
It's a scramble.
Okay. Wait, a second chance.
That's a great pass from Nose. It's kind of weird to see we've got Mario and Bird way back in their own half when Nose was making trouble happen. So not sure if that was intended or if they're just going ultra defensive down a goal with a minute and a half.
You know, to win matches, you have to be defensive. So I do understand that quite indeed. Yeah.
Green Mario took Red 4 out of the play already. Gets a little bit of progress, but Debit is not so easily beaten. And I think that's where that attack's going to go to die.
We'll get to it first. Okay.
Good play from Green Mario, but again, Debit's back there. You're going to have to do a lot more to get past him. Barring any crazy defensive mistakes, which are
There
pretty
was 1
rare.
minute left. One goal left. One goal in between both teams. Let's see how it goes.
Bear whiffs. Debit puts it a little bit wider than he probably wanted to. as
Oh,
Bear's making things hard on his own team.
just some brotherly love. You can't blame that.
Yeah, it's a brotherly shove, really. Oh, Bear! Over the top, he
Wow.
says, too little.
Maybe, for all we know, maybe that little bump between Blitz and Bear might have just been a little bit of a little strategy, exchange right there, and Bear just took it and just scored it. Ooh, beautiful, amazing. What can I say?
Rising up over the defense. It's 3-1, half a minute to go. I mean,
Oh,
what a stellar kickoff from Debit, and he finishes it himself.
is this a strategy? Just score one goal and just let David score it immediately after? What is the plan?
Yeah, the plan from Defiance was to kind of clear out of the way. They put a lot of faith in that kickoff. Maybe too much. Green Mario, he's got half a tank. Beats another player. That could have been really good. But again, there's only 20 seconds left and they need 3 goals. Into the middle. That's what they needed. Birdnana slots one home. with 11 seconds on the clock. It's not a lot of time to get a comeback going. 11 seconds. Bear blitz. We're
Alright.
looking at him right now. Over to Bird Nanny. He has a mistouch. 8 seconds. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. It had to be a really positive kickoff, and it was kind of a little too neutral.
And
Steel
with that-
Army looking good, though. This is kind of what we saw in regular season. Steel Army, well-oiled, looking kind of back to form.
On top of it. On
Yeah.
top of it, a well-oiled machine.
Playboy 40 says 4-1 noise. What a callback. Yep. Luis asking if I've tried smelling salts. I've tried Himalayan, but I've never maybe
I've
not.
been personally offered smelling salts.
Yeah, no, I've never no. I did tennis. So my team was like me, myself, and I.
Ah. A one-man team, I like that.
Yeah, yeah. Parks Infernos? Shane's already calling it out. So this seems pretty reliable. So
All right.
Parks was my man to watch for EC Defiance through the regular season. I thought Parks was their best player. So we could see a bit of a shift. I wouldn't say they had a worse player, though. I don't think anybody on Defiance really stands out in a negative way. Oh, sorry. Don't actually want to play this game. There we go.
Ooh, side arms, guy.
I think we need a lobby reset. Is this true? Yeah, lobby reset. Okay. EC Defiance saying no dice. They want a new lobby. Something's janky with the old one.
Well, let's see. Well, yeah, lobbies have been quite not so nice to that of the visiting teams. I have witnessed that before. I have been part of that before. Hopefully, it's nothing too defiant, if you will, towards them.
I will, yes. Looks like we have a new lobby. Yep, same lobby is back up. We've got, again, we're on East. So Steel Army, one of those Eastern teams, up against EC Defiance, who is very much a Western team. So ping should favor Steel Army considerably. Whether that would change the outcome of this match, that's always debatable. But yeah, it does. It's not fun to play with like 80 ping. I think that goes for everybody.
Indeed.
Yep, we're getting loaded in. Ping is, yeah, that's rough. We've got 100 ping for Parks. That's not going to be fun. Game 2, we're in.
And Bear's already blitzing. But Parks.
That's great, yeah. Debit off the backboard. If Bird can get the read, he can't. That was not ideal as Parks, my guy, makes a play. Bird getting work done in the corner, but Bear says absolutely not. No work's getting done. Ball down to red for Parks. Big clearance, maybe a medium clearance.
Right.
Great opportunity for red 4. I think that was cleared from Debit.
I didn't see. I was too busy watching the carnage.
It might have been off target, so maybe Debit doesn't, end up with too much egg on his face. Oh, Bird, that's yours. Oh no. A little bit of murder, a little bit of confusion. I think that's what happened here. Debit murdering, and Bird was like, "Hey, don't touch my friend." Forgot about the ball.
You gotta always keep that on the ball. That's just how the game works.
Much better kickoff coming from EC Defiance. I always get nervous when Debit's up because he is so good at making these competent plays that any kickoff is kind of a bit of a danger.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of danger, Bear, let's have a look at this replay. I love to see Bear's skills developing.
Oh, Debit 2.0 likely on the way with how that went.
Yeah, he flicked the whole team. All orange cars were back. There's no reason that should be a goal except for a good flick and suspect positioning.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, Debit.
And Mario just running at it.
Bear's gonna go at it himself, taking it to the sidewall. It's good strategy because any clearance is gonna be pretty poor coming from Defiance. Oh my good gravy! Green Mario!
Green Mario!
Let's have another look at that. Red 4's working the ball in, hits one off the backboard. Yeah, that angle's not great though. Green Mario gets a great read.
What a beautiful profile picture even. Wow.
It is, yeah. That's new. Green Mario with a new profile pic.
I actually have that. I actually got that Happy Meal just recently of that Green Mario. But enough about that. Let's watch this game.
Enough about the Happy Meal.
That could be another
Green
guy.
Mario.
Oh!
Wait, does he squeeze it? No, couldn't be.
We couldn't embrace for impact yet. Wait.
Parks gets caught spinning. He said that's a good trick. Green up against Debit. Oh, 2-bit. Yeah, Defiance are finding themselves right back into it. The great pass. Oh no. Oh my gosh, was that Parks missing the wide open net? I don't want to call out the wrong player.
But you don't have to now. Parks is now tied it now at 2-2.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's fine. It's off like the same play basically. This is just 5D chess that my little 2D mind can't.
It's all mind games by EC Defiance. I like that in a team.
Yeah.
All right.
Kickoff from Parks. It's basically dead even here. Halfway through game 2. Game 1 already belongs in the books, belonging to Steel Army. That's a great play from Bear. Really, really hard read off the back wall, but just the opportunity.
Oh.
Good clearance from Bird, but Debit's there to pump it in. Over the last defender.
Debit credit? No, it's Red 4.
This is really all Debit's work. Up the wall. He says, I'm faster, I'm better than you, and I know where my teammate is.
Yeah, this man already can just track them and just send it. Someone
Red
even
4. Again, they're just faster. It looks like Steel Army is warmed up and Defiance, maybe not quite so.
Gotta replace the radiator, indeed.
That was so scary. I was holding my breath as any attack coming from Debit is extremely dangerous against this somewhat shaky EC Defiance defense.
Oh.
Okay.
Will it go inside? Debit denies him.
It's pinging up and down the field vertically. Bird wants to take charge, take control, but he's got 0 boost. So I don't know if controlling in midfield was the right idea, as now they're back under pressure, down a goal with a little over a minute to go.
Okay, Parks flicks it over. Oh, well,
It's wide open.
They could have scored it. Wait, they still can't. Oh, and Debit blocks it. What a save.
Blocks it straight to his brother, and they're back on the attack since.
Oh no! And it's
my!
Already.
It took all of Defiance to work that play forward, and they had to go forward, right? They're down a goal, but there's just nobody here to defend.
I guess in this case, it's just a matter that Steel Armor are just more defiant in this match. What else is there to be said?
I like that wordplay. That was great.
Thank you, thank you. I'll keep
Green Mario clearing it. I like the clears over to the corner. I think those always work. Debit can beat 2. It's a rush to the ball. Puts in a fantastic cross.
Oh, Bears would have hit that angle. He would just change a little bit. It would have been
I feel
an
like that
amazing
play
goal.
deserved a goal. That was really good from Debit, but it just kind of came to nothing.
Ah, Debit blocks from two individuals. All right.
Mario beating him out. Turning on the ball. Good clear from Bear.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah. 5 seconds. I think this one is over. As Bear maybe wants to take it up. Let's see the mechs. Oh.
Well, another victory for Steel Army so far. At this point, they're on rate to just go from Steel Army to Stainless Steel Army. Wow. Great performance so
Wow.
far.
Okay. A little upgrade. Yeah. Stainless Steel Army. Okay.
Yeah.
I upgraded to stainless steel. I was on nonstick for many years.
Oh.
I got tired of eating just like particles in my food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the only
Yeah. I still don't know how to cook with them though. Everything sticks. So any tips would be
yeah. I guess
well
so.
received. So
Indeed. I guess in between matches we could just be a little cooking channel for all we know.
I've thought about making a cooking channel. I know how to cook. Playboy 40 calling out this is going to be a sweep.
Sweet.
I don't disagree. It could be. It really
All
could
right. Someone draft fan art or debit with a broom as we speak, please. And
We
then,
have AI for this stuff. That's what it's for.
Oh, that is true. That's true. All right. We'll get some guy with like a Midjourney subscription and get on it as we speak. Yeah.
We're here in Game 3 lobby. Steel Army taking the first games. I already forgot what the first score was, but they won Game 2.
4-2.
4-2. Oh, they were both 4-2. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not as confident as I've seen them play, but they're getting.
Oh,
the
nose always
results.
knows back. All right. Let's see how
Yeah.
it
So
goes.
Debit and the crew running out the exact same lineup. Oh my gosh! I know I called out that kickoffs are really dangerous when Debit's the one, but
yeah, I know.
I mean that's basically a PK.
Yeah, no. With kickoffs, Debit just sees it as a high interest rate and just goes at it. Just takes it all.
Yeah.
IAPY and everything. Yeah.
What you know?
Oh,
what is there
and Parks.
Yeah.
Wow, 10 minutes. 10 seconds, 2 goals. Love to see it.
Yeah, that's a good read from Nose, beating the back line, and Parks reads the angle and finds the net. So I was trying to call out the changes on the teams, but they're just scoring buckets of goals. For Steel Army, we've got the exact same 3 that we've had all night. But for Defiance, Nose is back in, Parks is still in, and then we've got Bird Nana. So I don't think we've seen these 3 tonight. We've seen them before. I like this lineup. I like their chances. But yeah, Steel Army is going to be a tough task for any team. Big clearance. Debit taking the more defensive route. I think that was the strategy. He didn't have the read, though.
Good 4.
Down the side. Bear with a beautiful pass.
Oh!
It's actually a flick. Oh my gosh. That reminds me of like an Obafemi Martins goal where he just chips the keeper from like by the corner flag. How did that go in?
For a second there, I almost thought Debit got another one, but what a flick. Oh, got another PK. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
At this point, you might as well just start off another kickoff until like Debit's not the closest one to the ball. Like,
Well, they gotta
what's
leave
the
someone
point?
back. Yeah, I don't know if cheating against Debit's gonna work. That boost is not as important, especially against Debit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I mean, a lot of people have to take notes. Debit is just one of the most dangerous kickoffs I've seen so far.
Off to the corner. Bear overruns it, finds it again. There's just a little bit more quality coming from Steel Army, which is I'm sad to say, being a Seattle fan. And I love all these Defiance guys, but they look a step behind. I know there's no stepping in this game. It's car soccer, but
yeah,
not sure the. I don't
know.
know. Breaks down. Nose beats. It's just a little pea shooter to the midfield. Well defended from Red 4. It doesn't look too terribly dangerous right now, except for that.
Dabbit cancels it out. Not like in most people's deaths, but so be it. And Dabbit gets blown up for his troubles.
Yeah, that's probably the strategy. Just take their players out of the equation.
And that's for the love of the game. You know, go at the.
Oh, nose with a fake. Interesting.
It was enough fakes where I thought my connection was bad.
Oh no.
And
Well defended from Bird, and he dies for, I guess, Defiance's sins.
so be it.
Parks off to the races, finds the boost, but it's Debit back. I don't really know how he's going to get around this guy. Even two players, 2 at 1, can't take him down.
Oh.
What a save there.
Oh, yeah, that is not how the game should be played.
It's getting nasty out there.
It is. I mean, this is quite an emotional game. I understand it, but you know, you shouldn't be doing this. Come on, this is a beautiful game. Let's not ruin it.
Oh, off the bar. Parks is there. No, it's
Red
clear.
4.
Red 4 finds the clearance at the last possible moment. Like 3 pixels of the ball were left out of the net.
3 pixels,
What
4
timing.
pixels. Quite scary.
Parks attempting the handoff. A little over a minute and a half to go. This is the wrong way if you're an EC Defiance fan. Debit. Who else? I think that's his hat trick.
That is his hat trick. Take a bow.
He's taken this game by the scruff of the neck and just shaking it all about.
Oh, okay. Dev's in the back. They're having mercy, thankfully. And he's still in the sky. Oh no!
No.
Please don't! Please don't! Okay, Narana flies up just to prevent Debbie, just more contact.
Yeah, he was angling up like he was gonna flip reset. I don't think Debit has ever flip reset in his life, and I stand by that.
Well, Debit avenge his brother. Who knows? After that one.
Oh, picked
That's
up a
what I
loose
believe the
ball
relation
from
is.
nose, bumping his own team. We've got 3 goals to make up in 1 minute. It's looking less and less likely. Bird can't clear it from Red 4 as that ball stays in a very dangerous area.
I mean, hey, it's been done before. Spurs versus Ajax semifinals 2019, I believe. Let's see if they can pull it off. Will they have a Lucas Moura? Oh,
Good clear though. It was a good near post shot, but a better clear. 35 seconds. Oh, a nifty little bump.
what's the game plan, Devitt?
Parks in
And
midfield.
Devitt gets blown up again. Oh.
Yeah, I think they have figured out a good strategy, or just remove Debit and get very, very aggressive. But it's so late in the series.
Consolation goal.
Birdnana. That deficit was 3. It is now 2
Oh my God.
goals.
Toad, it's 4-2 again.
No way.
It's 4-2
How
again.
fortuitous.
Beautiful. Can someone get this matchup to 4-2 already? This will
2
definitely.
seconds.
If they don't
Devitt's
score anytime
trying to break
soon,
the curse.
he's trying to. No, Bear,
No! Bear, what are you doing?
Ooh. He's ruined the story. I guess 5-2 is fine as it is, but
It's fine.
it's 4-2 in my heart. You know.
Yeah. The clock was 0. We were in bogus time.
With that sweep, Stainless Steel Army has won the matchup.
Yeah, I mean this is not a best of 7 since we are in the round robin stage still. Best of 5, that was it. A very confident win from Steel Army. I've seen them play better, but yeah, I've definitely seen them play worse. So this was kind of right on par for them. EC Defiance were maybe a step behind where I've seen them at their best. They can definitely beat Steel Army, but I think they got to be firing on all cylinders. And this wasn't their best showing. They made a few mistakes, but far from their worst. They
were putting on a great display at certain stages. There's nothing you can say against that.
Yeah. There's just a nice rotation timing from Steel Army with the three of those guys running around, Red 4, Debit, Bear Blitz. They have an understanding of where each other are going to be and what to do, where
Yeah.
to pass that ball. It's not going to be matched by EC Defiance.
Yeah, like with Debit, it's just kickoffs, just mechs. You just have Bear Blitz, just is just getting up in his ability as time goes on. And then for Red 4, like much like his namesake, Red 40, it's just everywhere and you just can't stop him. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, we need like someone new in the league to go by RFK or something. That would be crazy.
Oh yeah. Maybe that's what whatever the I do believe that is the actually wait who
Maha,
actually no,
guys.
I forgot who they're gonna go against. I was gonna but regardless, yeah. What an amazing display from them.
I'm waiting just to see if we're gonna get anybody to do a post-game interview.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not totally sure. I'm assuming Defiance might not want to interview. They didn't get any games. It didn't look totally amazing or confident coming from them. So they might just want to get out of here and go to bed. But in the meantime, as we try to look for interviews, let's have a quick look at the updated table for this Consolation tournament.
All right.
Aha, here we go. Okay, as you can see, Steel Army and EC Blue tied on points, tied on games won, tied on everything except for initial seed, and that's coming from the regular season. So, as we talked about those tiebreakers, it was head-to-head, games won percentage, and the last one was initial seeding. So, initial seeding finally coming into play here. Steel Army in the first position, but realistically, that will definitely change as time goes on.
Yes.
It looks like KC Cauldron are getting the bye for this week, so expect them to shoot up the table in all the following weeks. I'm expecting big things from them. Los Verdes getting slapped around from EC Blue was, I don't know, a shocker to you? Because I was a bit shocked. I expected them to get a game or two, but no. They're down there at the bottom as well.
Yeah. I wasn't able to watch that match. I was fighting for my life in Houston traffic, but I bet it was quite a match indeed.
It was. It looks like we might have Debit getting ready to come in.
Oh.
Yeah. He's taking another hit of the salts, and he's about...
The main man.
Yeah. I gotta talk to him about his kickoff strategy, because I never score.
I want to ask what he was doing in that locker room for so long. I just want to know, like, what was doing him so long?
Yeah. What were you doing in there, and with who?
Exactly. And
or
how
is it
can I
whom?
get invited? Whom? Yes, indeed.
It's whom? I think so. Yeah.
Whom? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think this one went as expected. I'm not sure there was any crazy upset. The table's kind of shaping up exactly as we were all expecting, maybe barring any Los Verdes points, but so far not too many upsets.
And look at who has arrived. Debit, congratulations on the victory.
Thank you. Appreciate the congratulations here in this week 1 consolation tournament we got going on over here.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, how much pride is on the line for you in this consolation tournament? Is this one that you're going to be talking about to your friends and family at Thanksgiving, or how's this one going to go?
See, that's how I've been building up this entire time. I have to build up all the confidence in the world to tell yourself that you just played the best series of your life, because that's really what the Thanksgiving dinner conversations are all about.
Okay. So I don't want to be the person to pry, but Steel Armor was taking quite a while to actually arrive at the match, and some people have suspected that maybe you guys were spending a bit of extra time in the locker room. What were you doing in the locker room, taking all this time?
So my teammates were in the locker room waiting for my bum self to get home from basically a night out. So
I see.
Make whatever comments you want about me walking
Nah,
into this game.
no, no, all understandable. You know, if you have to hit 20 over the speed limit, that's completely understandable, especially for the SGL. Complete sense. You know, have at it. You know, whatever. You know, that's what I like about you. You know, you'll like, oh shit. You know, you could stay longer and have a social life, but come on. You know, the main thing is HGL. So you do get in your car. Don't when you heat it up, just, you know, whatever, speed up, get in, get set, and look at you. You just did an amazing performance overall. It was quite amazing. If anything, me and Toadette just want to know, what is your kickoff routine? How are you able just to get those kickoffs?
Yes, tell me, please.
Yes.
So, back in one of the earlier seasons of SGL, I experienced the exact same thing going up against an admin and Southmost SG member named Chris said. Oh gosh, I got beat on every kickoff, and he taught me how to speed flip using like a TikTok tutorial in like 2020 or 2021. Where you just speed flip, get that flip canceled down. If you get a solid landing, you should at least get the kickoff going your way. Whenever you get the right spot. How I slid it through those two, I have no idea.
Yeah.
That one's just tight angling at that point.
I feel like we need Corn Dog to play off that because that was just juicy. I mean, that setup. Come on. Anyway.
I mean, yeah, no. Hopefully, you still have that TikToks in your saves and everything, because might need a tip or two. But regardless, Toadette.
Yeah, I mean, so I was gonna say, did this game go as expected? Because getting toward the end of the regular season, you guys were sort of low on points, and all of a sudden, just a massive charge up the table, probably closer to where we expected Seal Army to land. So was this unexpected, or is this kind of like a continuation of what we've been seeing?
I think this is a little bit of both, because I think we were riding a little bit of a high from just sort of how the season ended up going. I mean, you've seen the trio of Red 4, Bearblitz, and I pretty often, as much as we do want to get Raisin Boy back here in the lineup. But also, to a degree, I think that's expected. What I wasn't quite expecting was Defiance coming out with the physical game that they did. We were getting chased around out there. So we were definitely feeling a lot more pressure compared to the last time we played them. So I'm going to commend them for doing that and keeping us on our toes. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, we just sort of had to do what we had to do. Make the right plays, especially, you know, getting around their boost pads and whatnot. Yeah, as long as we kept to the standard, you know, the standard is a standard. I think we'll come out of the series looking pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt. I think to follow that up, my last question is going to be more geared towards the score. Game 1, 4-2, confident enough. It's a 2-goal victory, right? Which is good, but not great in Rocket League. Game 2, 4-2, again. And 2-goal victory is good, but not great. Room for improvement, but definitely far from a close game. And then game 3, it was 4-2 with 0 seconds left, and then you mess up the rhythm and score a 0-second, 5-2 goal.
Boo.
Why did you ruin the perfect scorelines? Why?
Exactly.
See, I have a bad habit of whenever I play this game called not thinking. And if I had just activated one brain cell, I might have not passed. Or forced a bad pass out of Burden in the end.
So short. So Deb, what you're saying is that you basically play on pure instinct. You don't even use your brain. It's just how you are as a human. You know, you just get in the game, and that's just what you are. Nothing more, nothing less. This is just you.
Yep. Just throw me out there. I'll hit the boost button. I'll hit the drive button. It probably won't be that flashy, but it might get the job done.
Well, I mean, so far you have been getting the job done, just collecting debits from everyone. I don't know what to say. What else?
Yeah.
One of these days I'll figure out the difference between those two, but that's fine. And then what else?
Credit is bad.
Credit is bad. No, you only use debit. Especially with the cashback you've been giving out, quite amazing. Especially with how you guys did not lose a single game Would it be too far fetched to refer to y'all as Stainless Steel Army by any chance?
Stainless steel army. Oh my
Not a,
gosh.
not a speck of dust to be found throughout the match, I'd say.
I have to see if we can get like like a KitchenAid sponsorship or something like that. Maybe like some kitchenware sponsorship, and then we can change the name. Get some money out of it too.
If you do throw if you do, can you please send a stand mixer my way, please, and thank you very much. But
Oh, absolutely.
perfect. So I think Toad, you had already asked all your questions, right?
I did, but I lied. I actually have one more.
A lot?
Yeah, I totally lied. Have you ever flip reset? Because I was calling it out, and it was maybe like debit slander. I called out, guaranteed you've never flip reset in your entire life. But is this true?
In SGO, you have not seen it.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll say that.
He's keeping it hidden,
Okay. All right.
Gotta get that 24.5 APY away from us. I see. Okay. Love it.
Maybe
Alright,
one
any
of
more
these days I'll be
questions?
confident enough to actually get the flipper set off, but not tonight. Maybe another night.
All right. I'll look forward to it.
All right.
So,
I think we're gonna wrap up. And if you have any people you want to thank, babies to kiss, this is your opportunity.
A shout out to my team. Thank you for waiting for me. Thank you to the SGL stream for waiting for me and my bum ass to actually play the game and get on time. Shout out to everybody watching tonight. We got a lot of SGL action still left, so yeah, just keep on staying tuned. Keep on watching the streams. And lastly, just happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Let's have a good holiday.
oh, beautiful. An inspiration, I'd say.
All right. Well, thank you both for having me.
All right. Thank you
for
your
being
time.
here.
Well, that was Debit on the admin team for I don't know how much longer after this. After he showed up late, made us all wait.
Between
So-
you and me, smells pretty good, honestly. Not. I wonder what he uses for clone.
I think we already looked at our table. I think we looked at everything we needed to, but let's cover some upcoming fixtures for the playoffs. So we're in the postseason tournament, which is, the Consolation tournament. We're going to switch gears. We're heading over to the main show, the main attraction. Some of the fixtures, we have ECRC versus EM. And if you do not do abbreviations, that's Emerald City RC versus El Matador. That is got to be played by December 1st, so it's going to be played sometime before then. Who knows when? And then on the other side of things, we have the locals versus Timbers Army. I have no idea when they're playing, but I very much look forward to seeing that game. I would love to see that one live. So I think both of these matchups are going to be very, very action-packed, so definitely don't want to miss either one.
Wait, on the side note, can we give a shout out to Kiwi Cozy for the sub? Beautiful. Love to see it. That is all.
Wow, thank you, Kiwi. Is that the same Kiwi, your teammate?
Me? I don't know.
Is that the same Kiwi? How many Kiwis could there possibly be?
How many Kiwis? Oh, it is. Oh,
It is.
beautiful.
Okay, all right,
Upstairs-
there it is.
Of course, upstairs citizen. Of course.
Yeah. Never seen this guy in my life. But yeah, losers of those two games are going to be heading on over to face Black Army or the Rebellion. So Black Army is going to take the loser of Emerald City RC or El Matador, and the Rebellion is going to take the loser of Locals Timbers Army. So just to reiterate, those games are going to be played before December 8th. This winners round 2 is December 1st. So expect those games anytime before then. Hopefully the sooner rather than later. But heading on over to the other side of things. So we were in the losers side, the Consolation. So sorry, I don't want to say the L word. We are now on the winner's side. We're going to go back to the Consolation. We have the following Consolation Tournament Round 2 fixtures. Emerald City is going to get a round bye. That's the blue variant, by the way. You've just seen the green variant, Defiance. The blue version is going to be getting a bye. Next week, we're going to have Los Verdes versus Emerald City Defiance. And then we're going to have Steel Army versus KC Cauldron. So
that's gonna
a
be a match
lot
and a
of
half.
interesting games. Yeah, KC Cauldron finally going to get involved. Which one are you looking more forward to?
It's just Steel Army and Cauldron. It's gonna be a bloodbath, I'd say. I mean, oil bath.
Ah, yes.
Wha- I can already imagine all the plays being played already. Nothing more needs to be said.
Yeah, gonna need a cold shower before and after that one for sure. We've got Los Verdes, Emerald City, Defiance. Los Verdes had an interesting start to the season. They came out hot and then sort of fizzled as things went, but they do have their star player in Palace, usually the best player in the lobby when they're coming up against lower ranked teams. So expect him to really carry them during the Defiance game. And if Defiance can neutralize him, then I think they're going to get their first win of either the regular season or the postseason. But those are the matchups for next week. And we've gone through the matchups for this week, at least in the Consolation tournament. So I think we're all set. If anybody has any questions, you can email Maz at theonlymazar@gmail.com. I don't think that's his actual email, so don't do that. But they might, whoever owns that email might give you an answer. So there is a chance.
Isn't that all we need? That's a chance.
Okay. Well, if I don't think we have anything more to do, I want to thank everybody for listening to us yap for so long, watching a bit of a lopsided game as Steel Army confidently gets things done against EC Defiance. 4-2, 4-2, and then sadly 4-5. Or sorry, 5-2. Don't want to take away. But yeah, so I want to move things along. Hope you've enjoyed. We'll be back soon, and I think we're going to have our winners bracket as our next matchups. So if things do get played in a timely fashion, expect to see usually probably EM, ECRC, or the other two teams that I've already forgotten about. But they're not scheduled, so we'll see you next time whenever that happens. All right. I'm going to be done yapping. So I've been Toe Death.
And I'm Overtime Saint.
All right. Good night.
And sleep tight.